Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about strength training for children. I know a lot of people have questions in regards to when they have their kids start weight training or resistance training, so I'll answer some of those today. So first we'll look at when to begin. So for girls it's 11 to 13 years old, and for guys it's 13 to 15 years old. I remember in a previous video we discussed how it's important for girls to start a little earlier because they have to develop like those postural muscles, which we'll discuss a bit more here today. Guys will develop those muscles a little faster, so girls will start a couple years earlier. Like I said, 11 to 13 years, so boys 13 to 15 years. Okay? We want to avoid any high resistance intensity, right? So just high intensity, high weights, right? You'll stay, between like a 0 or 40% loading intensity throughout the teens, all right? Just to develop those movement patterns. We don't want to overload them when they're too young, so before they, while they hit puberty or before they hit puberty, we don't want to overload them, okay? So say between 10 and 19 years, we'll keep them in a fairly low resistance, low to moderate, and that's just according to the World Health Organization with regards to the ages, okay? So it's that, the onset of puberty. After that is when we'll start to go into the higher intensities. So, basically throughout the teen years, kind of stay away from the heavy loading, all right? Okay, begin with body weight. So again, we're not gonna, just like I would with any of a client, I'm not gonna start loading them up with weights until they can actually perform the proper patterns with their body weight first. And then once they move into optimal, then we can go ahead and start loading them up. Again, we'll start with low intensities and then start progressively going higher. Again, from 20s and higher, okay? Give them variety, so you wanna keep them engaged, right? Give them, here you use a lot of circuits. All right, you give them like 4, 5, 6 exercises at one time, so they move on. They can do push-ups, they can do some squats, some lunges, some ball slams, some bending and lifting a ball, throwing a ball, some wood chops, a lot of different exercises that they can do. Just keep them moving. Give them a lot of variety. Otherwise, they get bored and they won't really continue with the exercise program. A lot that you'll find with adults as well. All right, so we kind of all have like a low attention span, right? All right, here we want to emphasize development of abdominal, spinal, and the scapulothoracic muscles. All right, really just focusing on the posture. Right, so we want to improve posture both static and dynamically, and that will, in the future help to develop the balance and agility and coordination and just all of those biomotor skills that kids and then adults will need when they go on to their, say, sport or even, just work, just in life. All right, and then again, lastly, make a move. So, like I told you before, stay away from the machines, keep kids moving. They have to develop their movements and their patterns and, all the muscles just to really work on their posture. Again, statically and dynamically, you're not really get to do it on the machine. Okay, the machine takes away that postural effect that your body has to actually stabilize the body while, lifting a weight or while moving, while doing the exercise, okay? So try to stay away from the machines and, help them develop their neuromuscular system. All right, that's gonna really help them to get optimal posture and again, really propel them to get optimal sports performance abilities when they get older. You gotta start them off young. Doesn't mean they have to lift heavy from young. They just have to move and they have to be challenged. All right, that's the only way they're really gonna grow. And then we'll go over just a couple some equipment activities that you can get for them or have them use when they're in the gym. All right, so we have a Swiss ball. I use that a lot in my videos, and a few videos from now I'm gonna go over the benefits of using a Swiss ball, so you understand why it's good to have kids use it. Balance beams, so gymnastics, get them into those kind of sports. Gymnastics, jiu-jitsu, martial arts is really good because it gets them moving in a lot of different planes of movement. Okay, really good discipline for them. Trampolines, rope climbing, monkey bars, so take them to the park. Just again making them move. Bike riding, skateboarding. Skateboarding is really good because it has them focus on balancing on one leg while moving dynamically, right? So keeps them moving under a surface that continues to just move and shake the entire time. So kind of similar to being on a Swiss ball, except the skateboard is going a lot faster. All right. Really important. Don't use any sports specific exercises too often. All right, because you don't want to create an imbalance. In them if they're doing it for years and years and years. So just think of if we're talking about, let's say, a baseball swing, or if you're trying to you continue mimicking a rotation, say they're right-handed and they always rotate to their left. Don't overemphasize that. Give them a wood chop exercise or a ball slam to the wall. Always emphasizing that same direction, because they'll start creating that imbalance, and then you'll see them from the side when you see them statically, and they might actually start standing like this because they keep on emphasizing that rotation to the left side. Okay, so just be careful with that. Other than that, you know, when you have them training, put them into a program, looking for a coach or anything like that, just make a move. You know, make a move, keep it simple, stay away from machines, and just, you know, let them develop over time, slowly. If you start them off from young, then you can really give them time to develop. You want to rush them, you can avoid injuries, or at least reduce the number of injuries that they'll encounter along the way. You know, it's always tough to just avoid injuries overall, but you can at least limit it and reduce the severity of the injury. Okay? If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Also, check out the website, DekhanaWellness.com.